The 75th anniversary of the Wildlife and Sport Fishing Restoration Act, called the Pittman-Robertson Act, is so important because it gives us a chance to remind everyone that the vast majority of conservation funds in this country don't come from the so-called environmental groups, but instead come from the 10 or 11% contributions that all hunters and sport shooters make when purchasing firearms and ammunition. Not enough people in our own industry know this, and it's a safe bet that most people outside the outdoor community don't know or even suspect this. The 75th anniversary is a great way to remind everyone, hunters and non-hunters alike, that the hunters and shooters of America are America's first and best conservationists, and that it's time that they got full credit for this contribution. So be proud that you're a hunter or a shooter, because you put your money where your mouth is, and all of America benefits. Without the billions of dollars that hunters and shooters have contributed to wildlife and habitat restoration since 1937, it's hard to imagine how the many species that have made it back from the brink would have fared. Let's just take two obvious examples. I never even saw a wild turkey until I was well into my 20s, and now I see them right in my own backyard virtually every week. And white-tailed deer, of course, are in superabundance virtually throughout their range, yet they were almost hunted out by 1937. And the list goes on and on. Our outdoor landscape will be bleak indeed without the infusion of hard-earned dollars from sportsmen who pay for conservation. And none of this would have been possible without the Wildlife and Sport Fishing Restoration Act. With the firearms industry producing products in near record numbers, and with the acceptance of hunting and sport shooting as legitimate recreational activities by record numbers of Americans, I believe that the future of our industry, and therefore that of America's wildlife, is the brightest that we've seen in the 75 years since the enactment of the Wildlife and Sport Fishing Restoration Act. Our sincerest thanks and congratulations go out to all who have made this great success possible.